Yo, what up, what up, everyone? Welcome to episode 19 of the Black Box Podcast, a podcast where I highlight Sacramento area entrepreneurs, people that do amazing work, people that are in the Sacramento community, people that are friends of mine. I'm really excited. I'm really grateful. It's a beautiful Saturday. It's 10 a.m. I'm grinding. I already got my morning workout in. I got my coffee. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to talk business. I'm ready. Hopefully, we're ready to provide some value and give the audience some knowledge today. I got my good friend here from Good Life Nutrition. I'm really excited to talk to Kelsey. Kelsey and I met back in college when we were going through the Greek system. I'm a Sigma Chi. She's a proud sister of the Gamma Phi Beta Sorority. What's going on, Kelsey?
Hi, good morning. I'm so excited to talk, to catch up and share a little bit more about Good Life Nutrition.
100%. I'm really grateful. Thank you so much for being on the show. You know, Kelsey, for my shows, I really just want to get into the value, really want to get into like the business operations and what you do as a professional. So, you know, Kelsey, having a brick and mortar location in Fair Oaks, correct?
Yes.
What is that like, owning an actual storefront where people walk in, the people come in, they order some products? What is that vibe like?
Honestly, it's so fun. For one, shout out to Fair Oaks because they're the nicest community.
Sure.
I didn't grow up around here, so to come in and everyone that we kind of talk to, they're like, congratulations, like, wow, go get them. So everyone's super friendly. I love it there, but it's fun. It's unique. It's like a hometown feeling, even though it's not my hometown. But that support about that brick and mortar is the jam for me. Yeah.
Love it. How did Good Life Nutrition come about? Like, how did it evolve? What was that like? What was that process like for you?
So, honestly, I own it with my best friend, Sarah, and I'm her road dog. So kind of when she calls the shots, I'm like, I'm down. So this happened about 4.5, 5 years ago.
Sure.
We have some mentorship like in the business, right? And they flew out to a different state. And all of these it's a healthy nutrition bar, right? So these are popping up all over the state, like on every corner, as if it was a Starbucks or a Jamba Juice. So they flew back in and were like, ladies, like, you need to get this started in your area. And so we were like, okay.
Sure.
Like, we didn't really have any questions. I'm just a super go with the flow person. So they were like, if you can bring positivity and like good nutrition to the community, like, all right, bet, let's do it.
Yeah, 100%. So let's dive a little bit more deep into that. You know, what's it like being in a partnership with someone? Obviously, like, you know, in the partnership, sometimes, you know, you're doing business with friends. Someone might be really good with the financials. Someone might be really good with the marketing. What is that relationship dynamic like? And what are your obligations to each other?
So for one, it's just fun. I mean, it really is my best friend. And a lot of people will be like, I don't know, like going to business with your best friend.
Yeah.
It works for us. Like I feel like the rare occasion where it works. We are best friends, gym partners. We used to live together. Like she helped me get my results, but it just works.
That's awesome.
So for me, I handle like the inventory, making sure we're all stocked up on everything like that. I like to say I'm like the face. She is as well, but like I like to like really step out and share more about it. I like to say she's the behind the scenes business. Make sure the bills get paid and everything like that. Like I'll get a bill come in and I'm like, Sarah, you got a bill, but
it's for both of you.
100%.
That's awesome. So it sounds like, you know, based on looking at your content, based on looking at the stuff that you guys put out, it sounds like you're really like at the forefront. Like you make content, you make your reels, you're really heavy on Instagram, you have a really good following, and then she's more like in the back where she's like doing it. She's just doing like running the business, correct? Is that what you would describe the relationship?
We honestly both do both, but that's where we kind of shine the most, if you will. Yeah.
That's awesome. So what's, you know, what owning a brick and mortar location, Kelsey, what are the operations like? What you know, what time do you guys open? What time do you guys close? You know, what type of customers do you have? What is that process like?
Awesome. So We are open every single day. So
Sure.
Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Okay.
We really want it to be like that breakfast spot that
Love
pop
it.
in like a lunch break, come in.
Okay.
And then of course people get off work and they kind of just want to like rush home. So
Sure.
we close at 4 p.m. Monday
Okay.
through Thursday. On
Okay.
Friday, you know, it's Friday. People like to go out. So it's 7 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Okay.
And then the weekends, we are 9 to 2
Okay.
to come get that breakfast before everyone goes out on their adventures and,
Sure.
you know, their football games and everything like that.
Sure. That's awesome. And what kind of customers come into your shop? Who are they? What are they looking for? What problem are you solving for them? What is that like?
So lately, a lot of people have just been walking in and they're like, I Googled Shake Shop, I Googled protein,
Okay.
I Googled smoothie, and I
Okay.
don't typically, no shade on anything else, but they typically don't want that sugary Jamba Juice.
Totally.
So they're Googling that,
Okay.
but all types of people. It's amazing because it's just great nutrition. It makes you feel good.
Awesome.
There's no like age cap. But a lot of people, we have a lot of regulars. So
Yeah.
it's really amazing to be an owner. I feel super excited when the regulars come in every single day.
Of course.
And then when there's a new person walk in, because I technically almost know everyone. So when a new person walks in, I'm like, it's your first time in here, huh? And they're like, yeah, like, how'd you know? And I'm like, well, I basically live here.
Of course.
But it's just people looking for like a healthier option. But they can just come in anytime. People kick it at the shake bar.
Love it.
Share, vent.
Yeah, totally. Of course. And the cool thing about having locations like that is like you have regulars, right? They become friends of yours. They become people that share thoughts and journeys and experiences with each other in your life. And that's just how you build kind of community and this like this great, good kind of culture. And it sounds like that's what you've created at Good Life Nutrition. You know, Kelsey, what do you and your business partner provide to the community? Like, what type of products are you selling? Why do you sell them? Why are you passionate about them? Like, talk to me about that process.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. So everything at the Shake Bar is Herbalife products.
Okay.
So it is quote unquote, if you Googled it, the #1 meal replacement shake in the world.
Sure.
For me and like why we chose it, my best friend Sarah, she's been on the products for 9 years now.
Okay.
She used the products to help her put on healthy weight,
Awesome.
to cut out like sugary coffee drinks and things like that.
Sure.
For me, when I first got in 7 years ago, she
Sure.
helped me lose 12 pounds my first month, and now I'm like down 20 pounds, have kept it off. So we just, you know, great nutrition that people can come. And of course, if they want to have it at home, we can help them with that. We can coach them a little bit more one-on-one with their goals. But at the Shake Shop, it's just a positive spot. Like you come in, people know your name.
Yeah.
They like, we really just, it's so cool. You just get to like talk to people, you know?
Of course.
But we also provide a free workout actually on Thursday evenings at 6:30.
Nice.
So people can just come and just like a full body weight workout. We bring in a coach that just kind of shares more. We blast the music. We just have fun. Like people can just come and like have a good time. I love the gym. I love what you do.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
And so it's just like if people like want to like switch it up or like bring their kids or something, like it's like a fun family environment.
Totally.
You know, you walk in there like you're getting good vibes, and like you just feel it. Like that's a pretty cool feedback part that we've gotten lately. Is when we just walk in, they're like, it's different in here. Like you guys care,
I love
it. And like you're chill, but you have the energy, and everything tastes good. So
that's amazing. It's important, you know, customer experience, right? Good vibes. You know, having someone that's a great leader. Having, you know, just a really positive environment when you walk into a place. Like, that's why I love, you know, going to Orphan Breakfast Styles or I go to Pachamama Coffee. Like, I just get that same, like, first-time customer feeling every time because I know the employees, I know what I'm getting, and I'm a very habitual person, and I just love experiences like that. Kelsey, you know, has entrepreneurship been something that you've always, like, has always been a part of your family, has always been a part of your life? Tell me about that process.
So I've never had this question, and I love it. No. So simply the answer is no. When we were in college, I feel like it's been a cool minute now.
I mean, I'm gonna cut you off. It's like you know, I'm a very reflective person, and like it hasn't really been that long. I mean, we graduated 2015.
Yep.
I mean, 6 years ago, that's not that's not very, very long ago. Like, I mean, I'm sure you wake up every day, or not every day, but I'm sure you wake up a lot and you're like, man, that party was so dope back then, or like that event that we went to was so cool. Like, I think about that all the time. And especially, being around Sacramento where I drive by, a lot of, places I used to go to a lot, back in college, being my younger self. And yeah, like it's just so cool. But are you like, sorry, I'm gonna ask you another question. Are you like a reflective person? Like, do you do a lot of like self-reflection? Do you do like a lot of reminiscing, flashbacks? Are you that type of person?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Lately I like this is something I was like, this is about to get a little like personal development.
Yeah,
Lately I've been saying like, oh, I can't remember, and I don't enjoy saying like
sure.
negative things. I love to like reminisce, but I need
Yeah,
someone to like kind of connect the dots because my
gotcha.
memory isn't the greatest.
I get
So
it.
I'm working on that. But
Sure.
of course, when you have like you drive by and like you see that house or that car, you see that person, and you start like connecting the memories. Like
Totally.
that is amazing. I love to like, of course, relive those type of moments.
Yeah,
But I'm a very like let's just like keep going. You know
I
what I
get
mean?
it. I get it.
What else are we gonna create? Like, what are the new memories? But of course, like it just feels good to reminisce.
Of course, 100%. Back to the very first question, Kelsey. Has entrepreneurship and business, has that something that's always been a part of your life, or is that something that you've learned, that you've like kind of come to like fruition for yourself?
So it definitely fell in my lap, if you will.
Sure.
When we were in college, my major was PE. So
Yeah.
I have a degree in PE, and that's
Totally.
kind of like a fun fact because how do I own this business? We just don't know, really. We don't
Sure.
know how it happened, but
Sure.
I business or entrepreneurship does not run in the family.
Yeah.
My dad told me once, he was like, I don't know how you do it.
Yeah.
I um I need to kind of be told what to do. I need to clock in. I need to have an assignment, things like
Sure.
that. So how I started was, of course, like Sarah helped me feel amazing, get my result, and then people start noticing, so they start asking you questions,
Sure.
and I just started like the business, right? The Herbalife opportunity
Yes.
part time around sorority,
Yes.
school, and work. And then I just really fell in love with like how people were feeling, like how I was helping people gain their confidence back.
Sure.
And then I was just like, cool, like I kind of want to do this more. And I'll say like through personal development, which I didn't know what that was in college,
Sure.
before Sarah said, "Hey, listen to this Jim Rohn clip." I didn't know what personal development was. I didn't know. I was always a happy and positive person, but
Yeah.
it's crazy what you can like learn when you just learn more, when you
Totally.
read and listen and all of that stuff. So I grew to learn entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
You know, take the classes, like just learn more online, go to our certain business events and just like be around. This is why I'm so excited to like reconnect with you too, is to have more of those people who have that entrepreneur mindset and just can have those cooler conversations instead of
100%.
like, I mean, I love meeting people every single day, but
Yeah.
when you find that person that's like, no, I woke up and I handled all that I had to handle in the morning to start my day and to
Of
get it on
course.
a positive note, I'm like, cool, tell me more. What book did you just read? So,
Love it.
no, it's never been, but I'm excited to share with more people that you can be an entrepreneur,
Totally.
whatever you're passionate in, whatever that is, when you
Sure.
have that positive mindset. But yeah.
Love it. Kelsey, as you're going through your entrepreneurial journey, what are some things that you do personally for personal development that has really impacted your entrepreneurial journey and just how you run your business?
I was like, ooh, I love to share more on this. So right now I'm listening to certain clips. Like for me, I love Jim Rohn. It's
Okay.
funny when for anyone out there who hasn't yet listened to personal development, or
Sure.
maybe was like, okay, let me look up who Jim Rohn is, and you
Sure.
start to listen. When you first listen, you might be like, his voice is monotone. he's older, you know what I mean? But if you just like with anything in life, when you just stick with it and never get up and just keep doing it until you're gonna get those like nuggets and those pieces of information that benefit you and what you're going through. So I listen to personal development. Lately I've been getting really back into affirmations. So saying like what I am strong, I am beautiful, I am powerful, I'm a leader, like just going and going and going, writing down what I'm grateful for. A lot of people, you know, it's whatever people believe in. How I learned it, you can learn it like I am so grateful, you know, I'm like blessed. But maybe if that's not your religion or something like that, you're just like I'm grateful, I'm thankful for everything, just like writing down everything. I'm grateful, like I start from my toes, like I'm grateful for my socks. Like anything, just like feel that positive mindset. But it helps when you got to fill your cup first. You got to make sure you're good. I love reading books about different perspectives, about just learning different personalities, because people all, like you asked earlier, all types of people walk into the shop, and you just got to be like positive, because everyone needs that. When I smile at people, like sometimes they're not even used to it. They're not used to someone like being nice, which is so sad. So I just like gotta fill that positive cup so I can provide it to other people, and have those like deeper conversations to hopefully help them grow with whatever they're passionate about.
Sure. You know, you described something really, really interesting, you know, affirmations, you know, giving yourself like that positivity, you know, spreading it obviously, and just like waking up or however your process is like. What do you think that does for you on the daily? How often do you practice it? Like, what is it like? Like for me, right? Like I you know, I talk a lot about it in my content, and the stuff that I blog about is like, there's nobody out in the world that needs to be better than the person that you have to look at yourself in the mirror, right? So like I talk about that a lot whenever I get ready. Whenever I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, I want to be better than the person I was yesterday. So for you, Kelsey, you know, I'm grateful, I'm strong, I'm positive in this very like empowerment driven, you know, society as we move on, you know, where people start talking more about this stuff. Like, what do you think that's done for you in your business, in your personal life? How has it made an impact on just giving yourself positive affirmations, and what can people learn from it?
So for one, it just makes me happier.
Yeah.
And like I truly believe my passion in life is to just provide like positive energy. Of course I love helping people, you know, with their goals and everything like that, but like ultimately, if someone already has, like, I know I hit you up like a couple years ago and you're like, oh no, I already have like my routine, like I have like the nutrition that I take, my supplements, and I'm like, that's amazing. So what I just want to always be for someone is that positive light.
100%.
Man, it's just what it does for me. It just makes me like happier, and then I can it draws, like I mean, and I was like, sometimes it sounds cocky, but it's like those positive affirmations, like I have that energy that I hope that people are just drawn to.
Totally.
And so, you know, if someone provides the same service I do, but they're like, man, like it's just something about her. It's because I work on myself daily, and I have the passion to help others grow as well.
I get it. And you know, Kelsey, having that type of energy is really unique, because as an entrepreneur, you sometimes need that energy, right? You need to tell yourself like, hey, I'm going to get up, I'm going to go work today. Like, hey, I'm going to get up, I'm going to go sell this today. Hey, like I'm really passionate about our product, I need to go tell more people about it, right? Because this is your business. This is what you worked hard for. You have a location. There's rent to be paid every month. Like there's possibly employees, right? Like there's products. Like there's just so much that goes into it. And sometimes, like, you know, a lot of people like me who are homeless, you sleep in my car. Like I really worked my ass off to get to where I'm at today. And like, I'm not just going to let anyone or anything or any circumstance in my life, you know, prevent me from getting to where I want to be. And like, that's important. You need to have that sort of energy. You know, Kelsey, how do you view, as you've grown in entrepreneurship, as you've gotten older, as you've experienced more life, what are some things that you've learned through your journey that you think people can apply to themselves just personally, not as an entrepreneur, but just like as as yourself, as you've grown through college to now to owning a business, having a co-partner, obviously you've had some success in your business. What are some things that you've learned that people can apply to themselves practically in their own world?
So much, so many different things, but
Sure.
mainly what I have been noticing right now a lot is super simple, just being consistent.
100%.
Again, with whatever you're passionate about, whatever your goals are, doing something every single day, that's gonna help you, like the compound effect,
Sure.
your daily disciplines, just doing something every single day to help you grow to that next position. And I feel like there's a quote out there somewhere, but it's
Yeah.
like, if you picture your last 5 years, okay, and like what you've done up until this point.
Sure.
If you did the same thing, which could be like nothing, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like if you're just going through life,
Yeah.
if you did nothing the next 5 years, like would you be happy
Yeah.
there? Would you have the income you wanted? Like if you did nothing. But imagine if you just every single day did something, like you said, talk to one more person today because you want to share what you have. Like,
Sure.
if you just save like $1, 1 penny, like if you just do anything as little as it can be. So like those daily consistencies, that's what I've been practicing and like kind of looking myself in the mirror lately
Sure.
is like the next 5 years is going to be so awesome. I was like, I know for both of us. So
Yeah.
like, it's just really cool to know I'm building towards that. But
100%.
with whatever someone wants to do, just do something, even when you don't want to.
Totally.
And I feel like I've learned, and I feel like I feel like anyone, like you can agree, like not every day are you motivated to work out. I love working out. I love
Sure.
lifting. So for one, I gotta come get a session in with you. But like sometimes you just don't want to do it. But like if yesterday I just went to the gym and I just walked. I just
Yeah.
got the blood flowing, you know what I mean? And
Sure.
then I just did something every day to help me get closer to my goal. But
100%. And consistency in life, consistency, like you said, you just preach. It's really important, just not only for growth, but just to like see some progress in what you're doing. Right. A lot of people, they join fitness programs and they do it for a couple weeks. They may do it for a couple months. They don't see the results they want. It's like you need to stick to something a little bit more, a little bit longer, just to actually see the full effect. And a lot of people are really quick to disregard, like it's not working for my business, or it's not working for me in my personal life. Well, sometimes you need to reflect and ask yourself, have I really put in as much time as I think I really needed to in order for me to see this sort of success or this sort of outcome that I want? Kelsey, what do you see Good Life Nutrition becoming? Where do you want it to go? What are your goals for it? Tell me about that.
So many things. I'm just excited. Well, for one, I'm excited for it to like hopefully always be there, like always be a staple in the community.
Sure.
Even if I pass it down to a team member or something like that. But
Sure.
what I'm excited for is it to just like grow for people to, for more people to know about it, right? For the line to be out the door, for just that vibe and that energy to be more. What's really cool about Good Life Nutrition, of course, like we use the Herbalife products in there, is that we can open more and more and more. So like I said, when like our mentors flew out of state and saw them on every corner, my vision for Good Life is to have more of them.
Okay.
And just to like, and to help other people. So it was just super, I don't want to say like, oh, it was easy or whatever, but it was super simple and manageable financially to open a brick and mortar in our particular business opportunity that I want to help more people do it.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure, of course. Kelsey, in a market that's saturated with health products, right? There's a Jamba Juice, there's a juice bar, there's supermarkets, there's all this marketing in regards to health products and health and supplementation, and there's just so much going on. How do you, as a business, how do you separate yourself from all these other people and all this other competition? How does that work for you and your co-partner?
So I will say the products speak for itself, which is awesome. I know there's a lot of there's a lot of products. There's a lot of awesome products out there as well, but it's to have a location like ours where you can like come and try the different flavors, and experience it first. That's really amazing. Where you just get the energy from us too. You know what I mean? I also love, this is such a random shout out, but I also love the energy from like the Dutch Bros community. But what's amazing is we have a lot of their employees and things that come into the shop. Of course, they love their products too. I know that they do. But their community and their energy that you get from them, I feel like you also get from us.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it's just the products speak for themselves. And how we market is we actually go out into the community and pass out coupons and flyers and just like face to face, so people can feel that energy and see the brand and everything like that. So we don't have commercials, like we're brick and mortar. It's just me and Sarah's smiling faces and all the other customers who love it. That's the fun, like, referral or like word of mouth. When people come in, I'm like, oh, like, hey, I don't recognize you, how'd you hear about us? And they're like, oh, Jordan. And I'm like, Jordan comes in all the time, she gets a blueberry muffin. And they're like, yeah, I see it on her Instagram story all the time. She always tags you. So it's just like that vibe is how it spreads, and I'm just excited to have it be more.
That's awesome. Sounds like you and your co-partner are doing a great job. So keep it up, keep doing great work. Episode 19 of the Black Box Podcast. I'm talking entrepreneurship and good life nutrition with Kelsey. We're wrapping up here. Kelsey, as we wrap up the show, girl, like what would you tell? What advice would you give someone that's thinking about doing entrepreneurship, or that's thinking about starting their own business, or that's thinking about leaving their job and stability and pursuing something that they really, really want to pursue? What would you tell them?
My ultimate piece of advice is don't quit. Like, never quit on yourself. So entrepreneurship, of course, you would want to write out your daily goals and stick to something. But ultimately, if whatever you're passionate about, don't quit. Go forever, because I truly believe whatever your goal is, you can achieve it.
100%.
Even as crazy as it sounds, the biggest goal that you have, you can achieve it if you just never quit and you work on it every single day. But I will say there is a power in part-time, is what I've learned. So when I first started, or even when we owned the shop, I had a part-time job for 2 or 3 years while running Good Life. So there's power in part-time, because when you're an entrepreneur, I mean, it just depends actually, I guess, what your business is, but you can start that side hustle, that side opportunity around your busy schedule. But of course, it depends on what that entrepreneur first step is. Then definitely go full in and give it your all, and know that maybe it's not your exact center of influence that is gonna be supporting you. Maybe it's like all those new people that you haven't even met yet. So I would just say, like, ultimately, like, just keep going.
Totally. I love it. Kelsey, as we wrap up here, girl, what are some things, besides business, besides entrepreneurship, what are some things in your personal life that you really want to come into fruition? Like, what are some goals that you have for yourself? What are you thinking about? Where do you see your kind of life going here in the next 5 years? What is that like for you?
Personal questions. I just want to continue my growth. I just want to be like the best version of me. I mean, I feel like I'm just always already grateful for what I have, that I'm kind of like, whatever comes into my path is meant to be. Of course I would love like a husband, like that would be like I just want like my person, my soulmate. But I'm super happy with where I'm at. I love my friends. I have a dog. My son Dexter Owen. Shout out to you. Everyone knows my boy.
Of course.
But I mean, of course, like I know I want, you know, my house, my spot, just financially to be stable and all of those things. But I'm not super wrapped up in the details. I just know if I continue to work for it, it's coming.
Love it. I love it. That's awesome, girl. Good job. Episode 19 of the Black Box podcast. We talked entrepreneurship. You know, we talked business. We talked good life nutrition. It was really nice to catch up with Kelsey. Kelsey and I met in college back in Sigma Chi and Gamma Phi Beta. I had so many great memories. Shout out to Sacramento State. Shout out to Greek Life. I met so many amazing people through that network. And it's something that I think about every day, literally every day. I'm grateful for my brothers. I'm grateful for all the parties that I went to. I'm grateful for all the experiences that I had. It's been a really, really awesome ride. Business, entrepreneurship has been a really, really amazing part of my life. And I'm glad that I could have this podcast and connect and reconnect with people that have been in my life. Kelsey, where can they find you, girl? Where are you at? Where are your socials? Do you have TikTok? You got Instagram? What's it like?
So our shop is underscore on Instagram. It's underscore good life nutrition underscore. For myself, it's at Fit Coach Kels, Kels. And then to find us at Good Life Nutrition in Fair Oaks, it is 12417 Fair Oaks Boulevard, Good Life Nutrition. But we keep it kind of simple. We just got like Instagram and then those personal invites. So just come on in and hang out with us.
Yeah, you heard her, guys. Go into your shop, get yourself a smoothie, get yourself a shake, maybe get in a workout in on Thursday, meet the owners, get to hang out with the vibe, get to hang out with the community, and see if it's right for you. Kelsey, thank you so much for being on the show. I really appreciate you.
Thank you so much.